Hi everyone, it is Miss Bethany from the Downtown Library with this month's Maker Monday. Today we are making Blobfish slime, and in your kit you're going to have a lot of different things in there. You're going to open it up. You're going to see first an instruction sheet that has everything that is in the box and also everything that you need that's not in the box, because there is a few things that we don't have in the box for you. You're going to see a cup of glue, a cup of paint, pink paint, a cup of baking soda, a cup of your saline solution, and on the flap there's going to be 2 eyeballs that are taped on there. You can just take those off because that's what you're going to do to make your slime a blobfish slime. So I'm just going to take those off. Alright, so put your box aside. Everything else that you're going to need that is not included is going to be a bowl. I'm using a paper bowl, but a plastic or glass may be better, but this is what I have. You need a spoon, a 1/2 cup measuring cup, a tablespoon measuring spoon, and a 1/4 teaspoon measuring spoon, okay? And water, and which is in my cup right there. So the very first thing you're gonna do is take your glue, and you're gonna put your glue in your bowl. And having the spoon helps, so that way you can get as much of the glue out as you can. You're just going to take it and scrape the sides and get it all in your bowl. Once you have as much as you can get out of your bowl, out of the cup I mean, sorry, you're going to take and you're going to measure a 1/2 cup of water, and you're going to add that to your glue. So we're going to make sure. So you have a 1/2 cup of glue and a 1/2 cup of water. You're going to put them both in the bowl, and then you're going to mix together really good until they look like they've combined, okay? It doesn't look very good right now, but it's going to look pretty cool when we're done. So you're just going to keep stirring. You can kind of go a little fast. Make sure you have paper towels handy just in case spills happen. I also recommend maybe wearing an old shirt or have an apron on, something to keep you from getting too dirty, okay? Because it can get kind of messy. All right, it looks pretty good. Now our next step is we're going to add our baking soda to it. So what you're going to do is you're going to measure a 1/4 teaspoon of baking soda. You have a little bit more than you need, but you can always add a little extra. The recipe does call for a 1/4 to a 1/2 teaspoon. So that's 2 1/4 if you want to add a little extra. So give that a stir. Alright, now we're going to add our paint in next. You can use as much paint as you want. It's just going to add color to it to make it a nice pink color. Just use your spoon. Use your spoon to get anything out of the cups. Alright, get as much as I can. And give that a stir. Because our glue is white, it is going to make it a little bit lighter color of pink, but that's okay. Alright, our last step of ingredients is going to be adding a tablespoon, which is a little bit of a bigger spoon, of saline solution into our solution. Okay? Again, you have more than is needed. The reason why I give you more is in case it needs to be added a little bit as you go. If it gets too sticky, you can always add a little bit more of the saline solution. That'll help kind of break everything together. Okay, so now you mix, and you're going to mix really good. This is when it starts to thicken up some. It's just going to start getting a little thicker as you go. Keep stirring. I know it's a long process, so you're just going to keep stirring. You can speed up a little. That even helps add the color to your pink. It gets that pink moving really good. All right, see, it's already starting to come together a little. Just keep stirring. All right, I'm gonna add just a little bit more of my saline solution to help kind of get it going a little bit more. You just keep stirring with it. Alright, it's getting there. We're getting where it's getting a little thicker and it's kind of coming away from your bowl like that. That's a good thing. Ooh, lost it on the side of my bowl. Making messes though. That's okay. Keep stirring. That's the big thing, is just keep stirring until it gets to where it needs to be. Now, I'm going to start to get messy because this is a messy craft. I'm going to have to start using my hands. I'm going to add just a little bit more saline solution too. I'm going to add a little saline solution on my hands to kind of help get it to where my hands, it won't stick terribly. Yeah, it's still okay. So I'm just going to use my hand. Ooh, now it's rolling out of my bowl. Like I said, definitely want to use an old shirt, an apron, something that you don't mind getting a little dirty. All right, we're getting there. If you still feel like your slime is just too sticky, just keep adding some of the saline solution. That'll help kind of combine it a little bit more. Just be very careful how much you put in, okay? Come off your bowl like this, I'm going to suggest, I know it's on my fingers, but let your bowl sit for just a little bit, because that way it will kind of start to harden a little bit more. That way it's more easier for you to play with. Okay, I would say let it sit for 3 minutes. Alright, it's been about 3 minutes with my slime. So once you let it sit, it becomes a little, it's harder. It just works better. It may tear a little bit more because this has been sitting out for a little bit. But then the fun thing is then you can add your eyeballs to it, and then it's a blobfish slime. Those eyeballs just kind of move in there with it. They get hidden, but then you can find them again, and then they just keep coming out. All right. And that is how you make blobfish slime. We'll see you next time.